Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the products that I'm putting in my 2022 project pan. So I do have 12 products. I have 8 products that are makeup, and then I have 4 products that are like skincare or body care. You guys gave me some feedback that you were okay with me having like makeup, skincare, body care, hair care, all of the above in one video and one like series. So I took your suggestions on that. I'm going to be doing that, and I will have a separate project for eyeshadows because I think I want to do that a little bit differently. The structure of this project pan is going to be a rolling style, meaning I have 12 products I'm starting with, and come in February, if I use up 2, I can choose to roll 2 more in their place, or I might try and eventually get the project down to just 10 products. We're just gonna kind of play it by ear and see how this month goes, and then we can kind of reassess in February and so on. But I'm feeling pretty good about having 8 makeup products. 10 makeup products just seemed like too much for my collection. I do have a small-ish collection, so I don't know, 10 just seemed like too many for me. 5 didn't seem like enough. I've got a pretty good mixture of easy products and more difficult products to pan, I think. And then having 4 non-makeup products, I feel like is just a good balance. So hopefully you guys agree with that and that you're excited for today's video and this series to come on my channel. But without any further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into the 12 products in my project pan. I figured I would start out with a product that I hit pan on today. It's not going to be in this project pan, but it was going to be. So let's just go ahead and chat about that. That is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. You guys, I hit the tiniest little pan. This is my first pan of the new year, so I had to share that with you guys because it just feels fitting to put it in this video. The first product is going to be one that I think I can use up this month, and that is the Misha BB Cream. I mentioned this in the video where I talked about products I would like to use up this year. I did not finish this last year. I'm so close to being done with it, but it does expire this year, and I feel like I don't have a lot left, but I thought that about a Thrive Cosmetics CC cream that's in this packaging. And when I thought I was almost done, it took another month. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this project because I would like to use this up. I figured we'll talk about the makeup products first, and then we'll dig into some skincare and other products. The next makeup product that I would like to finish up is this e.l.f. pressed powder. So you guys know I purchased this to use in my beginner makeup series. I do think it's a really good powder, but the product value is just a little bit frustrating because I have already hit major pan on this. So I would like to use it up and try a new pressed powder, but I will be trying to use this in some beginner makeup videos before I use it up because that is why I bought this powder. So I kind of went back and forth on whether or not I should focus on this, but at the end of the day, I am on a replacement only low buy, so it's gotta go because I really want to try another pressed powder. So yeah, this is going to be the next one in this project. Again, it shouldn't be too difficult to use it up, but sometimes I think that about products and then they take forever. A setting spray that I would love to use up is this one from e.l.f. This is the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I do really like this. I think it's fine, but I love the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Setting Mist. So these are kind of like competing in my collection, and because I'm on that replacement only low buy, I'd like to use this one up before I go back to the ColourPop one. And then when I finish that, I could go ahead and just repurchase it because this is good, but I don't like it as much as the ColourPop one. So I would go ahead and like to use this up. I am about halfway through with this. I have actually been focusing on these products for a couple of days now since the 1st, and today is the 3rd. So I have used them roughly each 2 to 3 times, but the pictures are going to be from today. So yeah, I did use them a couple of times though. Next up is one I have not used yet this year, and this is the Bare Minerals Original Loose Powder Foundation. And this is one that I really don't have a ton left in. I'm probably going to mark it, like if you look at the label, the way you would read it, how high up the powder is, and it's really just right here all the way across, right above the end of the label. So I don't feel like this would take forever, and I'll probably focus on the Misha BB cream most, but then I will try and get to this powder foundation. And yeah, I think that that'd be a lot of fun. I really like this powder foundation in the winter time for some reason, so I think it'd be a good time to go ahead and roll this into the project. Next up is actually the lip combo that I have on right now. So the lip liner is going to be a little bit of a gimmick. I will definitely have this used up by February, but I've also already used it more than 3 times because I have worn it on the 1st through today, and then I used it twice today. But it's the NYX lip liner. Looking at it now, it kind of looks like a joke to put it in this project, but I hadn't really been reaching for this in December because I really love it and I kind of wanted to savor it, but I'm realizing that this is just kind of silly to do because holding on to it and not using it just doesn't make sense when I love it and I love to use it. So I'm putting it in this project just to remind myself to go ahead and use it up. But I have already used it 3 times, so in retrospect, I probably should have taken the pictures of these products on the 1st, but I wasn't home, so it's just gonna have to do with taking the pictures today. And the lipstick is this one from Rare Beauty. This is a mini lipstick in the shade Thankful. Again, this is what I have on the lips right now. I did wear this today. There's not a ton left of this, but honestly, I do like this lipstick, but I wouldn't repurchase it. It just doesn't really stand out to me, and I would just honestly like to use it up because I just have a lot of lipsticks, and this one's a mini, so hopefully it won't be too difficult, but yeah, I would like to use that one up. We've just got 2 more makeup products to talk about. This one I think is going to be a little bit more challenging, but again, I haven't reached for it in a while, but I love it, so I need to reach for it more. And this is the first liner that I got from NYX. This is their Epic Wear liner in the shade Gilded Taupe. I love these eyeliners, and this is the reason that I even got to use all of them, because I tried this one first and I loved it so much that I got like 7 or 8 other shades. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm using it. I do have it in the waterline today, and I love it for that. I love it on the lid too. It's just such a fun color, and I think I'd get a lot of use out of this. These are just really, really great liners, so I would go ahead and like to use this one up. Next up is the only product so far in this project that I would just like to hit pan on. Everything else so far I would like to use up completely, but I mentioned I wanted to hit pan on a blush, and this is going to be one that's going to take forever, but I really mentioned the Etude House Lovely Cookie Blusher, but it's not cruelty free. And yeah, I could still use it and try and hit pan on it, but I feel like if I'm using it a lot, I'm going to be featuring it in a lot of videos, and it's not cruelty free, and I know a lot of you guys that watch also like cruelty free makeup, so I went ahead and picked a different blush to focus on for this project, and it is the Hourglass Mood Exposure blush. This is the full size, and I do have a good bit of wear on it, so it used to be pretty rounded out, and I have flattened out the roundness, but it's not flat compared to the sides, if that makes any sense. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. I will try and take pretty good pictures of it, but it is pretty flat on top, and there is also some like cracking here you can see where I have just been using it a lot. So I have no idea how long this will take to hit pan on, but actually the product that replaced this Too Faced bronzer is this blush. Might not be an equal trade-off because you guys saw in the last, like in several videos ago, that I was really close to hitting pan on this already. I had really worn down the bronzer a good bit, so you know, this one's really expensive, so I would like to get some money's worth out of it, and I do think it's a very pretty shade. It's also pretty buildable, so you can use a lot of it or a little bit. It's very versatile, and it goes with most looks that I create, so I think it's a good contender for this project. So those are all of the makeup products in this project. I do have 3 skincare and 1 body care, so let's go ahead and talk about the body care. This is the Moroccan Oil Body Night Body Serum. This is just a little mini that I got in my birthday gift from Sephora, and I am right here, right below the top of the label. Actually, it's actually pretty equal with the top of the label here, and this is just something I don't think to use, but I was going through all my products last night just trying to kind of solidify what I wanted to use in this project, and I saw this and I just thought that's perfect because it's a small amount, so I don't feel like it's too challenging to use up, but it does take up space in my cabinet, and I do think it'd be a good product to use in the winter time, so I'm just gonna put it in the project. I think it'd be a lot of fun to really get some testing on this product because I've really not heard a lot about it. Next up for skincare, this is the product that really made me want to add skincare into this project, and it is the Fourth Ray Beauty Soak It Up Hyaluronic Mask, or Hydrating Hyaluronic Mask. So this is a face mask. You can also use it as a rich moisturizer at nighttime, like a sleeping mask. I don't use it for that. To be quite honest with you, it smells kind of like gross. So I don't want to keep it on my skin much longer than you just need to wear it. It doesn't smell like it's off or anything. It's always smelled like this. But I think because of that, I don't really reach for it. And I would honestly just like to use it up. I actually have 2 potted masks like this, and I would eventually like to use up both of them. I do have a good amount of use in here, and it's just something I'd like to use up. That's really why I wanted to add some skincare into this project, so I'm really hoping to see some good progress with this. I might actually try and use this tonight for the first time in several months. Next up is this Dewy Eyed Illuminating Eye Serum from Beekman. I won this in a giveaway earlier this year, and I'd never really heard of it before, but it is really a nice formula. I think it has an airless pump, so I'll have to draw a line on here, but the airless pump is up to here, and the actual product is about here. So we're gonna be like counting upwards with the tick marks, but I do feel like this is something I could use up within a few months because one pump actually does supply a good bit of product, but one pump is also plenty for both under eyes and also both eyelids. So I'm not sure how long this will take to use up, but the expiration date is 6 months after opening, and I've honestly probably had it open for about that long. So I would like to go ahead and work my way through this eye serum. I don't think it's gone off or anything, and I think it's been about 5 or 6 months since I've had it open. So I do need to be using it, but since it has the airless pump, I don't feel as concerned with the expiration date. It just has the shelf life of 6 months. So this is something I would definitely like to use up. The final item in this project pan is this e.l.f. Gentle Peeling Exfoliant. I got this because it seems like a dupe for the Wishful, I don't know what they call it anymore, but you guys know what I'm talking about, the product that's like this. So you pump this out, and then when you start to blend it in, it has these little like beads in it. I'll try and show you because I don't really know how to explain it. I think I have it shut. I don't really know how to explain it, but whenever Huda, Wishful's Huda's sister brand, and whenever she marketed this, it was like, one of a kind, like you've never seen this before. So I had makeup swatches on the back of my hand, so you can see it like pilled up the makeup swatches. But she was talking about how all of that is dead skin that it's pilling up, and I felt like that product honestly went kind of viral when she first came out with it. And I understand the logic behind that, but it just pilled up the makeup swatch that I just had on the back of my hand. So I don't really know if it's like a little bit gimmicky or what, but it is a really nice exfoliant regardless. It does take off a nice layer of like dry skin or whatever. So, it does feel pretty nice afterwards. And honestly, this is just a product that I really forget to use. So I would like to use it up. I'm not sure how much of this I have used up actually. I'm gonna have to try and figure that out. Okay, I'm right here on it. So yeah, right below this label here. So I'm almost halfway done with it, and I don't use it regularly, so I wonder how long it will actually take to go through this. This says use 2 to 3 times a week as well, so I will follow those instructions, and it'd be nice to use it up because I don't really use it very often. But I mean, it made my hand look nice. You guys, hopefully you can see the difference. But alright guys, those are the 12 products that are going to be in my project pan starting out. So this will be a rolling project pan, and as I finish one up, I can move one in. Eventually I might get down to just 10 products, but there are a few easy products in here. So I wanted to kind of start out the project like this. But I hope that you guys are excited for this video series on my channel because I'm really looking forward to seeing some progress and usage in my collection versus purchasing new things. So wish me luck. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So yeah, I'm excited already for February's update so we can see all the progress. So be sure to be subscribed to my channel if you guys don't want to miss any of my project pan updates to come in the next few months, several months really. And with that being said, that's it for me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!